We know there's a huge debate about title insurance versus attorney's letters. It's confusing. We'll explain what's going on. Let's start by defining what each does, okay? An attorney's letter of opinion offers a simple way of showing the title to a property is clear. Title insurance protects against property loss or damage that may come up due to defects in the title of a property with a title search and title examination. An attorney's letter of opinion uses an attorney's opinion about a title search on a property, especially about what is on public record. An attorney can submit a letter to your lender stating what is found on the property search with their seal of approval. Sounds easy enough, right? Title insurance has more money backing up policies for insurance purposes thanks to an underwriter. Additionally, this policy is in effect for as long as you or your heirs own the property. Now, here's where the danger comes in. Money is the main reason to avoid an attorney's letter of opinion. An attorney usually does not have the funds to back up claims made against a property if something against your home's title turns up. Other things to consider about attorneys' letters. Attorneys retire, move, and pass away. Who does responsibility for the letter pass on to? Law practices are absorbed into larger law firms. Will the new law firm honor the letter? Attorneys may let their malpractice insurance expire. Who will bear financial responsibility? Let's find out why we have title insurance here in Pennsylvania. Watson v. Muirhead is a court case in Pennsylvania from 1868 that laid the foundation for title insurance in the state. It also illustrates why an attorney's letters can be dangerous. Let's start with an overview of the case, the outcome, and the aftermath. Our story begins in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in 1859 when Mr. Mark Watson bought property from Mr. Charles Muirhead. As the time to settle on the purchase came close, a very rushed title search and examination was completed. Aha! The title search found 3 judgments, a court order that is decided in a lawsuit on the property. Mr. Muirhead consulted his attorney, Mr. Wharton, to look over the search and determine if the judgments were a problem. Mr. Wharton stated that the judgments were not a problem, including one from a prior sale. At this point, according to the attorney, Mr. Wharton, the title was clear. Mr. Muirhead took his attorney's opinion and then sold the property to Mr. Watson. Our story does not end there. So, remember the 3rd judgment from the title search? Well, it turned out to be a huge problem. The property ended up in sheriff's sale because the debt wasn't paid off from the proceeds of the sale. Mr. Watson lost his property as a result. The situation was taken to court. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court heard the case in 1868. Who do you think won? Why do you think they won? The defendant, Mr. Muirhead. Now, why did he win? On what grounds? Are you angry? According to the ruling, Mr. Muirhead went on the word of his attorney, believing that the title of the property was free and clear, and sold the property to Mr. Watson. Therefore, Mr. Muirhead was not responsible for the errors of his attorney. But wait, our story does not end here. Something good did come out of this court case: title insurance. In 1874, the Pennsylvania legislature passed a law that allowed for title insurance companies to incorporate. This new law allowed for responsibility without proof of negligence, financial protection through a reduction of the risk of insolvency, and the assumption of risks beyond those disclosed in the public records. Are you wondering why this is a big deal now? Here's why. Government agencies have started accepting attorneys' letters in place of title insurance for people who are applying for mortgages. The Federal Housing Finance Agency, FHFA, Fannie Mae, and Freddie Mac have all started accepting letters. They believe it will lower the cost of settlements and would allow more people to borrow. Maybe more people could get into homes from this policy change. Truthfully, this policy could potentially put a lot of people at risk of losing their homes due to title defects. Just look at what happened in that lawsuit. Friends, title insurance is the much safer option versus an attorney's letter of opinion. Remember, title insurance offers the backing of an underwriter, many of which have been around for years, and offer peace of mind for your investment from title defects. An attorney's letter shows the results of a title search. It may seem like a good choice on the surface, but it could really cost you a lot of money and even your home. Consider all your options when it comes to insuring your home during a purchase or refinance. We have a ton of resources available about title insurance if you have any questions.